grammatical, but what I really want to focus on is our tongue. As a person from Trinidad, growing up here, we very, very slick and fast with our tongue. You know, the words come off, and before you know it, you done reach somewhere where you didn't want to be. Just because of a slip at the tongue. So, we're going to start the lesson with Psalms 147 and verse 19. So you could read that for me, Brother Chris.
Reading from Psalms 147, verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right. So the Bible is telling us that the Most High show his word unto Israel. Right? So what we're going to do really quickly is just read the definition of the word to get some more clarity on it. So you can just read some of the meanings of the word. So here we have it.
Reading from the Strong's. The Hebrew word dabar, a word by implication, a matter of thing, adverbially a cause, act, advice, affair, answer, thing, oracle, or parts pertaining, please, portion and power.
Alright, so as we see, this word has multiple connotations. And what I want to focus on today is, well, we want to focus on all basically, but we don't have time. So we're going to try to shorten it and make it more effective. So the word here, as it states, God gives to Israel advice. He gives them the oracles, the mysteries. He also gives them power. So these are some of the connotations that just come with the word. What we speak, what come out. So what we speak have power. What we speak to be used to give advice. What we speak have a responsibility. So if we read down in verse 20, same chapter. Psalms 147, verse 20.
Reading from Psalms 147.
19 and 20.
Beginning with verse 19. He shewed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Verse 20. He had not dealt so with any nation.
Okay, so the first responsibility of this word or this power was given to Israel. Right? This is in the Old Testament. So this is the foundation. So as Israelites, we have this responsibility of the word. So what's important is how we use this word. What this implies for us, right? But we're going to go now to Acts 11 and 1. So we're going to see if the responsibility of this word alone stayed with Israel.
Okay, reading from the book of Acts, chapter 11, verse 1.
Okay, so, alright, let's start here. Let's start here. It's 11 verse 1.
Reading from the book of Acts, chapter 11, verse 1. And the apostles and brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles had also received the word of the Most High.
Right. So this is now fast forwarding to the time of the New Testament, to the New Covenant. And it's written here now that also there were certain Gentiles that received this word, this power, this responsibility from God. So now that we here, I'm looking here and I'm seeing a mixed body, right? So this lesson now is not just for Israelites, it's not just for Gentiles, it's for all those who are in the body of Christ. So now that we knowing that this responsibility fall on both of us now, we have to now share this responsibility. So in going forward now, we're going to see how powerful the word was. So let's go to Hebrews 11. Just so we could understand the magnitude of the responsibility that was given unto us and what it was used for. So Hebrews chapter 11 verse 3. Read that verse.
Reading from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High.
Right. So, God, the Most High, higher, He used the word to frame the worlds. So this is the power He was able to have with the word in a wider, grander scale. But this still also applies to us, because we also now are given this responsibility of the word, and we have to use this to affect change, to bring forth the required results that we want to see. So the only reason we sit in here today is because somebody used the word and tell us, hey, look, what's going on here, boy? Read this, boy. It's the Israelite, boy. Understand? And you, from that understanding now, you was able to now make a complete 360 change in your life. You start keeping the commandments, you start researching, you start learning the truth. You become a totally better person, and now you take that word and you spread that. And then now you spread that. And that's how the prophecies, the word, the nation being built. Just by the power of using this word. And by using this word, we able to now, well, I'm able to sit before you guys now and see this body. And I hear sharing a word that you guys will share with somebody else. And that's how we keep going. But on one hand, we see the positive effect of the word. But if we look around now also, side of this gathering, we could also see the negative impact of the word used wrongly. Different words, aggressive words, angry words, hurtful words, cursing words. And we see the impact now on the rest of the society. So just like how the Most High was able to form worlds, everything we see, the plant, the trees, the bird, the ice, everything from the word, is the same way we're able to have a remnant here through the word, and lost, damaged souls in the word through the same use of the word, of the tongue. So let's go now to John chapter 12. Let's just see how important this word is for us. John chapter 12, verse 46. Because we also know the word refers to Christ, right?
Reading from John chapter 12, verse 46. I am come a light unto the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness.
Continue.
And if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not, for I came not to judge the world, but to save the world.
Right, continue.
Verse 48. He that rejected me and receiveth not my words hath one that judgeth him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him in the last day.
Right, so this is the responsibility. This shows one aspect of the responsibility that comes with you. Not just on the side that of us speaking the word, but what that spoken word resonates and means for us. So if we hear the word, we understand the word, and we don't take the word seriously, then it's that same word gonna come back later on to haunt you. Same word the Most High gonna use. But remember this? Remember when you hear this? Remember when you say this? It's that same word. That same word. You want me way I say that thing, man? I can't even remember how much, you can't even count how much thing you say. Sometimes when I get frustrated or angry, and you're not in a position to do anything physically or something like that, you might get yourself by, they're just, and you're going and going and going with it. And the same things that you're saying now have a stain on you. You understand? So we're gonna keep going and trying to speed it up as much as possible. Because I know we had to eat, drink, feast. It's a feast day. So we're gonna go now to Ephesians 6 and 17. So we could also see another aspect of the word.
Reading from the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation,
right,
and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word Most High.
Right. So we see in here the word is a sword. So many of us have children, right? Well, not many of us, but there's some children in here. When they start playing with knives and sharp objects, what's the first thing you tell them? Huh? Be careful. So the same way we have this word as a sword that we could use, which I'll show you later on how we could use it for the positive aspects. It's the same way this same sword, we could end up cutting ourselves, cutting other people by accident. Might even end up destroying our life by some of the things you say. Understand? The same way we sometimes you might hear reproach from children, might say, Daddy, you never tell me you love me. I never understand that you love me. Just by the absence of a word, you hurt somebody. And you didn't even say nothing. You forget to say something and it hurting somebody. So imagine now when you start saying things with your sword that could affect a person. So we have to understand this responsibility that we have. Positive aspect, to protect ourselves, to know the truth, to spread the truth, to learn the word, to help others. But then on the negative aspect, this same word could also come back to judge us, to haunt us. So that's the understanding on that. So let's keep reading Ephesians. Keep reading now, verse 18.
Continuing in the book of Ephesians chapter 6 with verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit.
Right.
And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Verse 19. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. Verse 20. For which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak.
So this is some examples of how we could use the word positively. First, by praying. Open your mouth and pray. In certain occasions, we might be around people, or we might be busy, so we pray in the mind. But you have the ability to go in your closet, go in private, and open your mouth and speak and pray and get comfortable speaking boldly. Right? Don't be shy, because when we singing all the carnival song and the Christmas, and not the Christmas song, all the carnival song and all the bacchanal song, we screaming, we going down. Not we, but in the former life. So it's the same way now, like today we came in, we had this singing, everybody was singing boldly, the words. Same way we speak, we share, we admonish each other, we share nice words, but say it boldly. Don't come to the gathering and not share a nice word with somebody, not share a nice uplifting something with somebody, because you never know what somebody might be going through, what might be affecting a person. And just by you speaking to that person might change the whole thing. You understand? It might change the whole scenario. So this is some of the ways we could use the word. And let's see how effective this word is when we start using it. Let's go to Hebrews 4 and 12.
Reading from the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Okay, so we see how just effective this word could be when we start using it. So I have personal testimonies. You might be alone, you might feel something, we all have intuition, we might feel a vibe. You start to pray. You start using the word. And you realize wherever it is you was feeling, you gain the confidence, you gain the power, you gain the ability to cast those things aside. The same way we use the word. When somebody come with a line, it might be about Sage Bourget, or it might be about moon, Shabbat, or something like that. We could use the same word, the same precepts, and just cut it up. You understand? And that's how we maintain our faith, we maintain ourselves in this walk, by just using that word to the dividing asunder soul and spirit. That's how deep it go. So now we get like a context. You ever hear somebody tell you something, man, you even know how that word read so far inside, but you're feeling it moving, and you understand? Somebody hit you with something, you don't know what to do, because it's cutting deep. You understand? And sometimes you don't know where you're feeling it. If it's in your back, if it's in your side, you don't know where it is, but you just know it cutting. So we have to be careful with the word, the sword that we yield in. So now we're going to see, the bulk of the main part of this lesson now is how this reflects on us, how this reflects on our temple. So we're going to go to James chapter 3, verse 8. Right?
Reading from James, chapter 3, verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
So this is what the James is telling us, look, you have a sword there, and almost impossible to tame, full of poison. So how many of us take time to reflect on the words that we say, take time to choose our words before we speak? How many of us give that an active thought daily in every conversation by the show of hands? Okay, we have a couple of hands.
Higher. Come on, let's see who it is.
And I'm sure the people that have that ability, you guys have a lot of patience. Yes or no? Right. You understand? So, the majority of, I can't even lift my hand for that. You understand? Might be watching a little football and something happen and I go and I don't forget the truth. You understand? I vex, it's sour, you don't know, you know? So again, we have to understand just what in our mouth. This morning while I was getting ready to come here, something crossed my mind. Go one day without brushing your mouth. That thing, it's thing. It have a reason why sometimes you can't even pass you only sometimes twice depending on where you eat. You're belching, it ain't smelling good. So we get a daily reminder that this thing dirty. And let me clean it every morning before I step out and start doing my thing. So it's showing you right there that this we have to take care of. You have to take care of your teeth, you have to take care of your mouth. Understand? You don't want to offend nobody by how it's smelling. Same way you don't want to offend nobody by what you say. Right? Same way some people don't like to eat food when their mouth stink because they don't want that go down inside. So the same way we dealing with this is how we should deal with what we're speaking. And take that importance and understand the implications of the word. Because that's what we're going to have to use as a tool to do the work of God. As one of the instruments that we have. So let's make sure we're not using that tool to do the reverse. So let's keep reading down in James. James chapter 3 verse 9.
Continuing the reading in James chapter 3 verse 9. Therewith bless we the Most High, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of the Most High. Verse 10. Out of the same mouth proceeded blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Verse 11. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Verse 12. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either of vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh.
Right. So it's clear. This word coming out of our mouths, we have to be sure. We have to work so hard to make sure we ain't giving out sweet water here on the Sabbath and bitter water Monday morning in work. So you have to make sure and be careful with this member of our body that's so silky and so, it come with the good and the bad. So we have to make sure, as we know the truth, we know the responsibility, the power of the word, the preciousness of the word. You see, in the last days, the word is going to be like, hard to find. The truth. So, we have to be accountable. The same way, because what we don't want to end up in is a situation where we're trying to teach somebody the word or tell somebody the word, and that same person holding the same words you say as reproach or judgment against you. You cuss out this woman 3 years ago, you meet she up, yeah, look this scripture here, and she's still, what's going on with you? Understand? So we have to really be careful going forward now. Because now is the time where we set the example, we steadfast in the word. We want to make sure that we can keep this going for as long as possible. And one of the weapons or one of the obstacles that could stop that or reproach us or come back to haunt us is the words that we say. It's the things that we speak. So let's go now to Matthew chapter 15. So we can really understand Christ's perspective on our words. Verse 16. Matthew chapter 15, verse 16.
Reading from the book of Matthew, chapter 15, beginning with verse 16. And Yeshua said, "Are ye also yet without understanding?"
So, do we have understanding in here? Is understanding in this building? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, every weekend you guys get spiritual food. You have access to the videos of the elders during the week. There's all the understanding. We have the word here. So I imagine there's a lot of understanding in this building. So because we have this understanding now, let's see if we could understand some of the words Christ said to us and actually apply it. Keep reading.
Continuing with verse 17. Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever entereth in at the mouth goeth into the belly and is cast out into the trough?
So we understand that, right?
Yeah.
Wherever you eat, it digest and it come out. It gone. But, keep reading.
Continuing with verse 18. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man.
So what they do? They defile the man. So you taking a shower every morning, you're soaping up, you clean your clothes, iron and wash, your whole thing clean by your mouth, dirtying up your body. For lack of a better food. Right? It's stinking up. So you looking white to men, but when the eyes of the Most High look down on you, you stain up. You understand? You ain't looking good. So we have to be careful. We have to take into account this word. How important it is to not defile ourselves by our own sword. Is that reading?
Reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
So that crystal clear that if we defile in our temple through our words, we will get destroyed. So we can't afford to fall into this trap, this basic trap. I mean, now we reach to the point where we have the truth and we become knowledgeable of these implications. So it's like trying to train an adult is difficult when it's a habit, but we have to work hard in it. We have to repent, we have to pray, we have to use the positive aspects to get over the negative aspects of or the negative possibilities of the tongue. So that's something we have to pay close attention to and detail. Just like, for example, somebody might bring out food for you. You're asking them, what fish is that? That has scales? What going on in that fins? You sure that it had no pork in it, right? You're checking every little detail before you put the little pasta and beef or whatever in your body. The same way, you have to be checking to make sure whatever words you say, alright. But we forget that sometimes his ear is listening too. So, let's see. Psalms 34 and verse 13.
Reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 34, beginning with verse 13. Keep thy tongue from evil.
So the instruction is keep your tongue from evil. Keep your tongue from evil. Now Christ shows us don't even think evil. Right? So don't think it and don't speak it. Keep reading.
And thy lips from speaking guile.
Right.
Verse 14. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it.
Right. So peaceful words. Understand? Peaceful thoughts. Pursue it. Keep it going.
Continuing with verse 15. The eyes of the Most High are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry.
Right. So the same way the Most High ears is upon us, and his ears will hear us when we pray. We expect that when we kneel down and pray, that the angel carry up prayers, that they get addressed, that we get help. It's the same way the angel have his separate book. Writing down the rest of things you're saying. That you ain't walk but to hear, but you gonna hear. So you have to be careful with what you're speaking. So let's go to Psalms 64 and 3. And let's see why. Psalm 64 verse 3.
Reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 64, beginning with verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right. So we see in here that the tongue, we could use it as a sword, we could use like a bow and arrow, and the arrows is the bitter words that we speak. So, I mean, I'm sure all of us have family. Yes, everybody have family, right? I'm sure all of us get in altercations or problems with our family. And we say things, fights break out. You say this, well, she tell me, and he, and who said this, and what, and I'm not going through that. You understand? And all this, we have all kind of way to express this, whatever going on. So, let's see what could be a result of this in the body. Let's go to Proverbs 6:18 and 19. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 19. Everybody say can when you get it. Okay.
Reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 19. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like the bars of a castle.
Right. So we don't want our words to become a stumbling block. Brothers and sisters in the church, you don't want to put a barrier in front of somebody's goals and achievement of walking right with the Most High because you slip up and you cut them up with your tongue. And now this person have strong grudge or have a strong something that they now have to deal with because of what you say, because of what I say. So we want to make sure we're not offending brothers and sisters, and sometimes too, which I had to learn when I first come in the truth. No Christmas tree could have put up in my parents' house. I was running around like. So it's the same way we have to deal with this truth. If your Facebook game is strong, your real life game should be even stronger. Keeping that energy. So what it's saying in 10 again?
Repeating verse 10. For his letters say that they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech contemptible.
You understand? So make sure your speech ain't contemptible. Right? So keep also in 11, let's read down.
Continuing with verse 11. Let such an one think this, that such as we are in word by letters, when we are absent, such will be also in deed when we are present.
Right. So we keeping the same energy. We jump out on the letters when we're not here. When we come together, the people who come here should be able to see. We're keeping the same energy, the same praise, the same deeds. We're not just saying here, plenty of them. Yeah. Shop closed today, our check no back Sunday. You know, you're announcing everything on the WhatsApp. But in the real life, somebody catch it, the evening of the Sabbath, you ain't keeping it. So what's going on there? So make sure your deeds, your words, everything come together nice. So let's see some of the things that the righteous should speak. Some examples of what things we could focus on. So let's go to Psalms 37 and 30. So some of the words we could use, some of the speech, some of the themes or the topics, because sometimes you might be saying, well, I don't have no topics to talk about. So I'll give you guys some topics. So Psalms chapter 37 and verse 30.
Reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 30. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom.
So speak wisdom. Go in the book of Proverbs, you read up. Go in Psalms, read up. Obtain some wisdom and regurgitate those things. You need to come up with your own philosophy. Just read nice in Proverbs. You share that with somebody, or you build a conversation around that. You understand? Proverbs have plenty gems. Ecclesiasticus, Psalms of David, plenty gems we could get, plenty talking points. Speak wisdom. So if a topic come up, argument might come up, a discussion might come up. If you don't have wisdom to add to the discussion, then just leave it alone. If you have something to share, an experience, a learn, an understanding, then add it to the discussion. If not, just leave that alone. Let's see what else we should speak.
Continuing with verse 31.
No, verse 30.
Verse 30. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment.
Right. Talk about the prophecies. And see, I have watched from Colombia, the brothers doing a great job on the outreach program. That's something we always wanted to do back then, but now you guys take it on another level, and you're talking the judgment in the streets. You're speaking it out there, you're putting it out, you're making the people aware. Understand what prophecies to look out for, what coming, what they could fix, what they could do to avoid judgment. Understand? What we could do to speed up the process if we spread the word even more. Things like that. So you speak about these topics. Understand? Not saying you can't talk about your little football or, you know. But you make sure you speak on things. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 23. You're almost done. Just 2 more scriptures after this one. Everybody get it? Okay.
Reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 23. A man hath joy by the answer of his mouth.
Right. So you just like how we could offend brothers, we could uplift brothers and sisters through the same words that we use it. Speak some joy, speak some good. Like, yeah, you're doing a nice thing here, bro. That is the direction. That's how we going. You know? How your day going? Happy day. You know? Keep the faith. Keep strong. Don't forget, you know. Keep going, you know. And that brings joy not only to you, but to the person you're speaking to. And keep reading.
And the word spoken in due season. How good is it?
So all of us remember the first time we find the truth. When we hear that, well, boy, we jump in, we glad. They're writing email, I'm going to connect with these people. I have to meet this can't be real. I can't believe me. I'm going to get baptized. You glad because the word come in that moment when you was just, you just needed it. You understand? And feel it. No cup of water you can drink could compare the freshness you're feeling in that moment. Like, yeah, boy. Yeah. I get it here now. This is it here. This is what I was waiting for. It's sweet, 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 sweet. Like in the book of Ezekiel, we read. You understand? When you take him out, it's sweet. And you go down in the stomach and now you have to live it out. It gets bitter. But it still was sweet. So you always have to remember that sweetness. Right? So we go now to Psalms 119 verse 46. See something else we could speak about. So just like how that word was sweet for us, when we receive it, if we speak it, it will be sweet for somebody else in their season. So we need to keep speaking the word, keep these things on our tongue. Be bold with it, be brave with it. You're not to, if we know all the prophecies, we know the world will not be destroyed. We have nothing to lose. So might as well, you understand? Just march out with it, just drop it on them. All. So let's move on now to Psalms 119 verse 46.
Psalms 119 verse 46. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed.
Right. Now we know David was a king, right? But the same applies for us too. I mean, we might not have kings nowadays, but it's just talking about speaking up in the presence of authority of the world. So don't be ashamed to share your testimony with whoever you are around. Is a big person, a big shot, or a small shot. You understand? You drop your testimonies on them. And don't be ashamed. If the Most High bless you and heal you and give you something, why are you holding that back?
That's right.
You understand? The glory is for Him. So you share that and that going straight back to Him. You can't be ashamed. Well, you know, a fast couple days, but you know, I get healed, but you know, when I fast in the name of the Most High and I get my healing, understand? You can't be tiptoeing around the bush. Because them doctors and them ain't tiptoeing around the bush when they're telling you, yeah, you have 3 months to live and you need this tablet and you need that, they dropping it on you. So we have to drop it on them the same way. You understand? When I was suffering with my sickness and I had my weakness, went to the doctors and them, and they told me, yeah, before you start treatment, I recommend, you take all your vaccines over again because your immune system will be done. But he says in your hands, it's up to you. I say, well, brother, I take no vaccines again. He said, why? Well, when I do my research on it, you're like, all right, cool. You ain't had to take it. I was just making a suggestion, But they will instill it in you. In the sense, so you have to combat it, just drop it back on them, let them know, look, we know your game. We're not playing it no more. That's how we done with it. You just leave it alone and you leave them alone and you give your testimony to another person now. Because at the end of the day, these doctors ain't solving nobody's problem. This is what's solving the problem. So why are you hiding the cure? You don't want to be like the doctors and them who hiding the cure. So you don't keep back your testimonies and share the cure the same way because you don't want to be counted with the doctors who was hiding the cure in the first place. So share your testimonies. But that will strengthen other people, uplift other people and give people strength to keep moving. So a person who might be sick might see you give your testimony and they know what if it worked for him, he was keeping the commandments, he was doing this, it will work for me too. And that's how we have to drop it cold, rather cold. So we're moving now to the last scripture to see now the resuming for all this, to see if this is really important. So let's go to Zephaniah 3 and 9. So let's see some of the characteristics of the people that Moses is looking for. When you get it, click on again. I know Zephaniah is a tricky book to find in the way rest down, Help out one another to find this book.
Reading from the book of Zephaniah.
Wait for them. I know them pages still stick together and they still feeling new, crispy. Right? We inside? Alright. Zephaniah 3 and 9.
Zephaniah 3 and 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Most High to serve Him with one consent.
Right, so when we get this pure language to call on the name of the Most High, we can't be calling on the name of the Most High with this pure language and then cussing out other people with this pure language at the same time. So we have to be careful how we dealing with this pure language. So let's keep going.
Continuing with verse 10. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering. Verse 11. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed of all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain.
Keep reading.
Verse 12. I will also live in the midst of thee, an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Most High.
Right. You will trust in the name of the Most High and keep on.
Verse 13. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lie.
Right?
Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth.
Right. Keep reading.
For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid.
Right. So this is something we have to look forward to, but at the same time it's telling us, look, no speaking, no lies. No deceitful tongue gonna be found in these people. Understand? So it make it very, very clear on how important this is. Must have that pure language, must have that pure speech to give praise unto the Most High. We can't be a fountain giving out bitter and sweet. It must just be sweet. Right? So with that, we're going to conclude the lesson. Thanks everyone for listening.